I'm Dr. Jack Mitchell, and I'm the founder and head of an organization called Seniors Making Five Figures. We help folks 55 and older earn additional income. But today it's my pleasure to work as Conversations with Dr. Jack, and I present to you, my audience, people in the community I think that are just doing outstanding work, whether they be business people or they be people who are in social agencies, but are really adding to the value of the Treasure Coast. And today I have a wonderful, wonderful friend with me, someone I've worked with on Board of Chamber of Commerce, and a friend of mine who I just hold in high esteem. I have her on a pedestal.
You're so sweet, Jack.
I want you to meet my friend Kathy Post with Post Insurance.
Thank you, Dr. Jack.
Kathy, tell the audience a little bit about Kathy Post and then a little bit about Post Insurance, because you folks have been around for like 87,000 years.
Some days it feels like that,
like
right? Actually, Dr. Jack, I moved to Port St. Lucie in 1969 when there wasn't really a lot here. In fact, there weren't a lot of children. And so I had the privilege of growing up in Port St. Lucie, seeing many, many changes, much of the growth over the years. And Post Insurance has been in business over 36 years.
I knew it was a long time.
We have been taking care of businesses and people and families for all of that time. And just amazing at the things that we have seen in the community and the growth and the impact that we've been able to have, and just really pleased with that.
Yeah. So this is a family business. So
this is
you
a family
what
business.
generation are you now?
So I'm second generation. My dad started the business. Yes, he did, in the living room of our house. And so I joke and say I was right there along with him and typing up labels and doing envelopes and all that fun stuff. Dad's since retired about 10 years ago. My sister also works in the organization, Becky Post. She's my chief operations officer, and is such a valuable asset. So we really are a family business, but we go beyond just the Post family in that we've got some of our employees have been with us over 30 years. We're very family oriented, and it's important to me that my employees, my staff, are happy, because they have to be happy where they spend the majority of their day. And I think the longevity of some of our staff is a proven point to that.
And what does that longevity and having a happy staff, what does it mean to your customers, your clients?
Well, I think, they know that I respect them and that I trust them, and that goes a long way, because the philosophy of Post Insurance is just that. We want to make sure our customers know that we want to be their trusted advisor. We want to make sure that we have a good, solid relationship, that they trust us. We're taking care of all their most valuable assets, whether it be life insurance for their spouse, insurance for their home, putting their 16-year-old in a car for the first time. That's what we're there to do, is to make sure that they're well protected. And I think when I have a staff that knows that philosophy, that also lives by that philosophy, then it makes it easy for them to carry that forward with the customers that we serve.
So what I'm hearing, Kathy, it's really not a transactional function. Many people think of insurance, it's I have to have it and I just sign the bottom line and thank God that's taken care of.
Correct.
I'm hearing you say that you're almost trusted advisors. In other words, it's more relational than it is transactional. That
it is
you
absolutely.
form a relationship with your customer. And
definitely. And it's important, because when you call Post Insurance, we want to make sure that we know a lot about you. We want to know what your needs are, what your budget is, what are you trying to protect, so that we're putting together the insurance program for you before the claim. We want to make sure that everything that you needed is in place ahead of time. And the only way that we can do that is to establish that trust, establish that relationship, so that when their lives change, they decide to start a new business or whatever's going on in the household, that they call us. Not only do they call their attorney, they call their accountant, but they call Post Insurance, so that we're part of that. But on the same token, we also want to provide convenience. We want to be able to meet people where they are. So if they want to come in and sit down across the table from us, we want to do that with them. But if they want to just take care of signing applications on their mobile phone, then we can do that for them too. So we're very well faceted when it comes to technology, so that we can make sure that we can do business the way they want to do business. But always keeping in mind that we want to make sure that we're giving them what they need, that peace of mind that they're going to have the proper coverage.
so they have kind of the old-fashioned customer service with today's modern technology.
Absolutely.
So it's really a combination. So Post is really taken that, we started with your dad in your own house, that kind of warm customer relationship, to now having all the technology of apps and so forth that people can use if that's how they
Absolutely.
feel better served.
Whatever's they're most comfortable with. So if they're more comfortable, like I said, sitting across the desk, which we still have a lot of people who come into our office, they like to come in, grab a cup of coffee, update us on what's happening with their business or their grandchildren, and we welcome that. Or if they just want to do things quick and convenient, we're there for that too. So
Tell the audience where your office is, so if folks want to come by, and I'm sure that not just your own present customers, but if someone is out there and they're questioning whether they have the right insurance policies or the right insurance agency, they can come by.
Absolutely.
What's the address?
So we're in St. Lucie West at 146 Central Park Plaza. We're just west of where Publix is, back in the Central Park business area. And we are also got a lot of valuable information on our website, which is insurewithpost.com. So if somebody just wants to learn a little bit more about insurance, I'm sure they're not going to be like I am, who likes to read insurance policies through all hours of the night. But there's a lot of great resources that are very user-friendly on our website, checklists and library of information. So there's a lot there. So whether you're our customer or you're not, we welcome the opportunity to meet with you. If the program that you have in place is adequate and good, we'll tell you that. If you're getting the service from your agent and you just want a second opinion, then we'll tell you that too. But if there are gaps, then we'll be the first to say, we think we can do a little bit better for you.
Yeah, you wouldn't be around all these years, Kathy. Not you, but Post Insurance. You and Post Insurance,
Right.
Kathy. You wouldn't be around for all these years unless you were really honest with people, that you're not there to make the biggest buck
Right.
whenever you can. You're really there to be of service to them. You have a knowledge and an expertise in the whole arena of insurance, and you're there to provide that information, that service that best suits that customer.
Well, and that's very true. And with the changing in technology, we still see a lot of people who go to the internet to get quotes and to, test the market and see what's out there. But then they still want to come back to a local agent to buy their insurance, because although they might be able to gain information from the World Wide Web, it's still important for most people to make sure that they're meeting with somebody local and knowing that the purchases that they're making are proper. Insurance is very complicated, and buying it on the web can be a very disservice. So we really strongly encourage people to stay in touch with their agent and gain knowledge of what they're buying, because insurance is not just a commodity. And our agency, yes, we've spent years building the trust. We're also, we represent a lot of different insurance companies. So that's been very, very helpful, so that we can bring to the table many different insurance options.
So different solutions.
Different solutions, absolutely.
Every person is different.
Yes.
Me at my age, with my family situation, is different than someone else
Absolutely.
at a different age with different family
Absolutely.
needs and so forth. So
And we're proud because we represent, top-rated insurance companies that most people are very familiar with, Hartford and Travelers and Progressive and Nationwide, and the list goes on and on and on, so that we can make sure that the program we match with the customer is going to suit them best.
tell the folks again, I want to make sure that people know where you're located, your telephone number, and your email address. So if you make sure that we get that to our audience.
Thank you, Dr. Jack. It's Post Insurance. We're at 146 Central Park Plaza. That's in Port St. Lucie, and we're in St. Lucie West. My phone number is 772-878-8184. Our web address is insurewithpost.com. And the email address is info@insurewithpost.com. Check out our website. There's a lot of valuable information, and you can reach any number of the members of my team as well. And we're happy to meet with you. We're a friendly group. And
I know most of your employees, and they're a terrific group.
Yes.
They're a group of professionals. They're technically sound, but they're wonderfully warm and caring people. And Kathy, I want to thank you and Post Insurance for giving back so much. We didn't get into that, but how much you've given back to the community, and I really respect
thank
your
you.
competence, but I also respect your generosity to the community. So on behalf of the community, I'd like to just make sure that we thank you
Well,
publicly
thank you.
for the
It's
wonderful
important,
service
Jack.
that you
This
provide.
community has been so great to me for all these years, and so it's so important that I make sure that I give back to the community that's been so
And
wonderful.
Post
to
Insurance does.
Insurance.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us today. As I said, there's a reason why Kathy is so high on the pedestal, and I think you get an idea as to why she's a very special lady. If you have any insurance needs, make sure you check out Post Insurance. It's been a pleasure being with you today, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you now.